Hey guys, another sixth grade video coming at you. Before we get started, let's just do a quick little comprehension check and ask yourself, so why do we move the decimal two places to the left? All right, that's what we've kind of been doing, but why is it moved two places to the left? Well, let's go over that. So we know right now that 45%, if I move the decimal to the left, need my text box here, moving the decimal to the left, I end up with 0.45. Okay, we know that because that's what we've been doing. We've just programmed ourselves to move the decimal to the left two spaces, and we get 0.45. Over here, 135. If we move the decimal to the left two spaces, we end up with 1.35. Okay, and that's what we needed to do in order to find the percent of a number. We had to move the decimal first and then multiply. Okay, but why do we do that? Why do we move the decimal to the left two places? Well, let's look at that. Okay, so the whole reason that we move that decimal two places to the left, it all starts with putting your percentage over 100. All right, no matter what percentage you have, as long as it's a percent, it always goes over 100. All right, and we know that fractions are division problems. So let's open the calculator up. And first off, let's do 45 divided by 100. We end up with 0.5. All right. So again, we could sit here and we could divide all of our percentages by 100, and no matter what, it'll look like you moved the decimal two spaces to the left. So 45% turns into 0.45. All right, that's why we move the decimal to the left two places. And the same thing will happen if you have a three-digit number, 135 over 100. Let's watch what happens. Let's go ahead and take 135 divided by 100. You end up with 1.35. That's the same thing as moving the decimal to the left two places. And that's what we've been doing all week. You had to move that decimal to the left two places before you could actually multiply. All right, let's move forward to today's assignment. Okay, today's assignment is going to take you a little bit of brain power in reading. Now, there's only 6 questions, but we're going to have to pay close attention to what the questions are asking you. Okay, so real quick, I put method 2 up here as a reminder if you want to use method 2 to solve these equations. And let's just kind of read up a little bit here. It says careers. The results of a survey about what 432 students would like as a career are shown below. Use the graph to answer exercises 1 through 3. So this pie chart, you're only going to use it for questions 1, 2, and 3. Okay? Question 4, question 5, and question 6, they're their own question. Okay? And I left you a little notes here. 432 is the total number of students. Okay? And remember, the percentage doesn't mean that 9%, that doesn't mean 9 students. That means 9% of 432 students. Okay, so just pay close attention to that, guys. I left a little bit of hints here for you. Number 2 here, for instance, you're going to have 2 answers. Okay, you're going to find the percentage of doctors or nurses. Okay, so there's going to be 2 separate answers that I want you to find. Also, for number 3, I left you a hint that says here, first you want to add all of the percents together, but don't add lawyers into that, okay? So you're going to add all the percents of every slice of this pie except lawyers. So you won't include lawyers when you add all these up, okay? So what you do then is you add all the percents up and then move the decimal to the left 2 places for number 3. Okay? All right, this is going to be a little bit challenging. Just pay close attention to what they're asking you on each one of your questions. Okay? Now, since there are only 6 questions, I expect you guys to pay close attention and good luck with this. All right? If you have any questions, any further questions, I'll be on GoGuardian or shoot me a message through Google Classroom. All right? Good luck, guys.